Welcome to the Postgame podcast. No Jerry Recco today. I've got the Eddie Schizzeri with me. Good morning, Eddie.
Hello, podcast people and YouTube people,
Oh, we're
maybe?
getting people. Yeah,
Oh,
the YouTube's improving.
excellent.
I think so. I think we're moving along. I see it in my own feed sometimes. Like it pop up in a suggestion
All right.
that had not happened previously. So we moving along,
Making progress now.
making progress.
What are we, a year in?
I think that might be possible.
Yeah.
Somewhere after the new year of last year, 2025, we started that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking this morning on the Boomer and Geo show. There was a whole thing about sleep apnea and CPAP machines and things. But it got me thinking that a lot goes on in our sleep that gives results in physical things that are not pleasant,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
In that short period of time, you get eye crust,
Mm-hmm.
right? Sometimes body odor
Yeah.
comes out in the thing, sweating.
Yeah.
Bad breath, of course. It just is not a pleasant experience.
And then as you get older, like getting out of bed, sometimes it's a little painful, a little stiff.
Yeah, definitely a little stiff. And like now I've had to start walking my dog down my steps in the
Mhm.
morning because she has she getting old. She be an old lady. And I'll get out of bed. I'll shake the cobwebs,
Yeah.
right? I'll even do like a stretching, like a little touch my toes because I got to scoop her up and walk down the stairs. And if I'm not with it,
Yeah.
I don't want to fall
Right.
down.
You have to wake up.
Yeah, you got to wake up. But that's the weird thing. Like, I was never in my life a morning sex person
Mm-hmm.
because it's just disgusting. There's
Yeah.
odors, things don't smell, just there's an aura in the room. Your breath stinks, their breath stinks. You do that at night after you go to a nice thing or something where you all look attractive
Yeah.
and you're in nice clothing. No, good Lord, these morning sex people are animals.
And I have to wake up. I need caffeine.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. You need
Mhm.
caffeine to get going in the morning.
Yeah.
So that whole sleep thing is just very, very sure. I have sometimes I sweat a lot. Like sometimes I'll wake up in what is the middle of the night for us, 10 p.m.
Yes.
I'll just be wet. I'm like, what the hell? Did you ever have wet dreams when you were younger?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Nocturnal emissions, they say.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Like I don't have a clear memory, but I'm sure it's happened. Absolutely.
Or like you've kind of sometimes what happens is you be having that like sex dream of some
Mhm.
sort and you're actually like ejaculating.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's I don't know exactly if it's like a full thing I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's full.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe there's different things.
Who knows?
But I remember like sometimes like you'd be like kind of half awake and you're in the middle of it and you go, oh, this is going to be a disaster in the morning. And then you go right back to sleep.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was living at home, I guess when I was a teenager, and this would happen. And all of our laundry was in one. We had like a giant wooden laundry box in the bathroom.
Okay.
And everyone would just put their clothes in there. And then my mother would separate. She'd do whites or jeans or things like this. And I would take my balled up wet underpants from the wet
Mhm.
dream and push it all the way down into the corner of the box of laundry.
Right. But she's gonna find it no matter what.
Do you think if I asked her about that today, she would be like, remember that? Or she'd be like, you never did that.
Oh, she probably remembers. I don't think it's something she wants to talk about. Like, don't bring that up on Mother's Day.
Right. That's a good point. Probably
Yeah.
not interested in that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. But I guess mothers of boys, they got to see some crazy things, right?
Of course.
Because even like I know many mothers of boys, and they all talk about like they go into the boys' room and there's just an odor
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Like what is
Yes.
that? odorness.
Right, when once they hit puberty.
Yeah, like the body oozes these
Yeah, of
smells
course.
that it's just like it's a combination of BO, right?
Mhm.
Then they're probably whacking it in the room, and that probably has a
Yeah,
smell
sure,
to
of
it, you know what I
course.
mean? They don't wash their sheets as much as they should be
Yeah,
washed.
like, at that age, it's like every other day, you would think.
Yes. Oh, yeah, definitely. Maybe every day.
Mhm.
Who knows? So that's gotta be an odor to it. Boys aren't big on opening the windows in their rooms, you know what I
Mm.
mean? It's just like a lot. Man, I had friends who shall remain nameless. I had friends who told
Well,
me
we only have a few,
I only
so
have a few, that's true. That would, that would crank it just on the floor.
Oh, and just let it spill on the floor?
Yeah, and then leave it there.
Wow.
That's
That
wild.
yeah, yeah, that's a bit gross.
Very gross.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I must say I've never done that.
me neither.
No.
I would never even think to do that.
No.
That would I I treat it like I've committed a crime and I wanna get rid of
Right, right.
all evidence,
Uh-huh.
right?
Mhm.
I light a fire in the backyard and
Yeah.
put all the items back there. Hmm. Um, so I had this idea, I'm carrying my dog down the steps. I
Mhm.
wanna see what you think of this. So I had this idea of instead of carrying my dog down the steps, she's like 60, 65 pounds, somewhere in there. Seems dangerous. I'm a very thin man
Mhm.
with slim legs. I don't wanna fall down the steps and then hurt me and her. So I thought, I saw this giant, storage container at Costco, very heavy duty, and I thought, what if I got that storage container, I put her in it, and slid her down the stairs with me leading the way, you know what I'm saying? She's going backwards down the stairs, she's in the storage container, we're sliding down the steps, and I got them delivered, I haven't put this together yet. I'm taking the crate, I put a very cushiony bath mat on the bottom of
Mhm.
the storage container, plastic. I bought these things that kinda look like in the shape of a ski. They're furniture sliders, so you could put, like, under a refrigerator and slide it out. I put those I glue those to the bottom of the container. It's now got some slide to it.
Yeah.
What do you think of that idea?
Let me ask you this, when you pick her up or even, like, the first time you did it, was she like, "What's going on?" Or was
No.
she okay with it?
No, she freezes.
Oh, okay. So, then that's a good thing.
Yeah,
I mean
I think if I put her in that container,
mhm.
I don't think she would freak out. I think she would freeze.
Okay. And then she would get used to it.
I would think so. I
Like,
would
is
think
she
so.
freezing as much when you do it now, or it's the same
Yeah,
as
she
it's been?
freezes, she'll when my alarm goes off in the morning, she gets out of her dog bed, I get out of my bed, and then when we know it's time to go downstairs, which is within minutes,
Mhm.
she freezes. She also looks this is so sad, she looks ashamed.
Yeah.
Do dogs have shame, you think?
I don't think so. I think they're just sad that something's different, that they can't do it. Like, yeah, I think there's some emotion there. I don't think
Yeah.
it's shame, but I think it's maybe just sad that they can't do this anymore, and they're wondering why because they don't really understand.
Hmm,
So I would think there's some emotion. I would not say shame is one.
okay. But you do see I've seen videos of people, like, where the dog let's say the dog ate an entire layer cake while the
Right.
family was out.
And they know they did bad.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
have
yeah.
that look on their face,
Yes.
like, "I've done something here."
Right. But that is like an obvious wrong behavior. This is just something she can't physically do anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't think it would be shame, but there's definitely a sadness to it because I experienced that with Quail. She couldn't go up the stairs anymore, and she would just go to the bottom of the stairs and look up, and she was sad about it.
Would she attempt it or she at some point just knew
No,
not even
no,
to attempt it?
no, no. She knew.
Did she have an incident?
Well, she had a stroke in right before Christmas of 22, pretty bad one. And then we nursed her back, and that's where you were asking me about harnesses and all that stuff. And we had to sort of carry her for 6 weeks, in and out of the house. And then it got to the point where she could use her front legs, and We're using a strap to support her back, and then she got to the point where she was, pretty good for about 2.5 years. She would
Wow.
go on, like, she would walk 5 or 6 miles a week on nice weather weeks and was doing okay, and then she was deteriorating the last few months, and then the day we put her down, she had another stroke. That at that point,
My goodness.
we were like, "Okay, would be cruel to try to,
Yeah.
make her," and she was 16 and a half at that point, which
Damn.
is very old for a lab.
Yeah. So after her stroke, she would go to when she was able to walk, she would go to the stairs and be like, "Oh yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
Mhm. Correct.
Scoop me up."
Yeah. Well, no, she didn't, because all the dogs used to sleep in the bed, but after that, she just slept, downstairs on the big dog bed.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I'm still trying to wrestle with this idea of like, do dogs understand people? Like, even I was watching some dog whisperer
Mhm.
episodes, and he always says, like, he's like, "No, no, you're," like, even when the people are walking their dog, he goes, "No, shoulders back." This is for the human. Shoulders back, head up, air of confidence that the dog knows that, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
how does a dog know confidence
Well,
or
it's just body language. Dogs are, they're good at, and again, they've been with us for as our companions for maybe as long as 30,000 years, and at least documented 15,000 years. So we've kind of grown up together, and some people make the argument that we got our social structure from dog packs and wolf packs, and that is very, similar. The way sort of our society evolved was sort of based on the way dogs were. So yeah, I do believe they can tell when they can smell fear, obviously. They can sense sadness, they can sense anger. They can, and they just know, like, when I tell people who are meeting my dog Raymond, who is very, very sweet but very energetic, and I was like, nice deep voice, nice firm hand on his neck, and there'll be less shenanigans because he'll respect you immediately.
oh, you tell a person that,
Yeah.
not you to do on Raymond, you
Yes,
telling this like a
correct.
person.
And I just do it in, like, I'm the pack leader in the house, and um but yeah, you just have to have a nice firm hand, and and other dogs who are fearful, of people, you go lower, let them sniff your hand, and you approach. So it all depends on what the dog is telling you. You have to read their body language, and they in turn are reading yours. So yeah, there's something to that for sure.
What about, okay, let's say you're on the phone talking about your dog
Hmm.
to somebody. Does your
Yes.
dog know that?
If you say the name,
What if you don't say the name?
no, I would say no.
There's not an energy there where in the same room you're talking about the dog and the dog is in the room, even though you're on the phone. You don't think there's an energy that the dog knows, "Hmm, something's up here."
Well, again, going back to the way they sense emotions, I would say that would be part of it, but I don't know if they would necessarily say he's talking about me. You know, I don't know if I would go that far.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of videos online, but people are in the videos when people are on the phone, they're using purposely keywords
Hmm.
that the dog's favorite words, but they're pretending to be on the phone.
Right.
They'll be like, "Oh yeah, no, you wanted to go for a walk. Okay, yeah, we can do that, and
Well,
gonna
yeah,
go out and
right,
we'll get some treats when we go out there." And the dog's like, "Well, who the hell is
right,
this person talking
right.
to?"
You're saying all these my words.
I always do think that it must be very confusing for dogs when we are on the phone.
Yes,
Like, not in a busy house, like, I don't have a busy house, it's
nor
me,
me.
right? So, I do talk out loud to the dog all the time,
Hmm.
but when I'm on the phone, is the dog does the does the dog think the same thing as when I'm just talking to the dog, as when I'm talking on the phone?
I would say no. I think they would figure that out. They would understand. Oh, this is the time when he talks to that piece of plastic that he's holding to his head. I
That lunatic.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now with, whatever, FaceTime calls,
Yeah.
when my sister-in-law and my little niece call, sometimes we'll show the dog, and he'll kind of and he reacts more to her dogs, my sister-in-law's dogs, than to my sister-in-law or my niece, but he does sort of recognize. And Raymond is the one who shows interest in the television screen or the iPad. He'll react to other dogs, or, animals, cats or
Visually?
squirrels. Yes, he sees that and
So why do other dogs not have any?
I don't know. Some make the connection, "Hey, this is a television show. It's not real." But yeah, when I had cats, my cats used to love to watch I used to put on the bird and squirrel videos, from YouTube on. They love that, and Raymond loves the one of the he not loves, he gets really interested when there's another dog, or a cat or a squirrel or something on the screen.
And then will they also react to the sound of a dog barking on television?
Yes, but there's a lot of, especially older, movies and whatnot, they use sort of a canned, like, dog sound, and it's not saying anything in dog language,
Oh,
but in some of the ones where it's the actual dog's
like a
voice.
real video. Like if you put on a
Correct.
YouTube video of somebody
Yes.
with their dog.
Right, that those sounds make sense to them, whatever the dog is saying or communicating. That like, you play those sort of canned ones that are
Yeah.
just random
Yeah.
dog
Yeah.
noises, nothing, but the other ones, they react more to.
Yeah. Yeah. My dog doesn't react to any of that stuff. She
Yeah,
doesn't react to the visual television or the things on
yeah,
television.
I've had 2 that did. Harley was our first, seeing eye, dog that came back to us, uh, did, and now Raymond, who was a rescue, he does, but the other 2 in between, Cooper and Quail,
Yeah. I see so many dogs on videos on the internet looking at
yeah,
television.
it just depends on the dog.
Yeah. Hmm.
Maybe it's some dogs just know if there's no scent and no depth perception, they just kind of realize, oh, it's fake, it's not real.
Yeah.
But others, and actually, now that I think about it out loud, Harley and Raymond, when we go on walks and they'd see, like, a statue or something, they react like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "It's not alive, not real," you know. But the others don't. So whatever that is, that part of their brain, it was common for those. For they had that in common.
Now, my dog generally the only noises she makes is she whines, right? So she whines about everything. But every now and then, if we're on a walk, she'll do a low growl.
Hmm.
And then I start looking for an animal, like either a cat or the fox that's running
Hmm.
around. And so many times she does the growl
Hmm.
for a while before I spot
Of course,
the
yeah.
animal.
Yeah, Raymond, when I'm taking him on the walks, he's very squirrel activated. And of course, the squirrels are always around.
Those squirrels make weird noises sometimes,
Yeah,
right? They go, "Eh."
yeah. I don't see it, but I know it's somewhere, and then I'll see it. But
Yeah. He's
yeah,
giving you the
and
warning.
does she react to the geese?
No, I wish she would because she acts like they are not there.
And they could be trouble.
And yeah, around the spring when they lay eggs by the lake, they get very protective.
Of
She's
course.
no concept.
Yeah,
They could come at her. She does
it doesn't,
not.
and yet, but with a cat or a squirrel or a fox, she does react.
Yeah. 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 I don't understand. I wish she would be fearful of the
And what about the
geese.
gulls? I'm sure you have gulls all over. Nothing
Yeah.
with the
Nothing.
gulls?
No.
Because Raymond reacts to the birds, but there's something in his head, he knows he can't get them.
Oh, like if they're too quick.
Well, they're in the air,
Oh, in the
so
air. Yes.
so
That will also
right.
be a
But he
hindrance.
does sort of react to them and kinda, but he's doesn't get, like, he kinda knows now of that I can't get that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so interested the way when dogs meet other dogs on walks. It's so
Mhm,
interesting because sometimes it's so funny. Like if you were to think people, not just the sniffing butts, of course, but like my dog is taller.
mhm.
So when she meets shorter dog, she like goes right up nose to nose, but like well above the other
Mhm.
dog. Like, how you doing?
Yeah.
It looks like
Yeah.
it's like done in trying to be an intimidating, like, I'm much taller than you.
Yeah. Or it just could be logistics.
Or it could just be logistics. Yeah.
Does she react well, I don't know if you even have them down at Bradley Beach, but, rabbits?
Rabbits, yeah, she same way as squirrels now. She'll look at them, but she doesn't really go
Oh,
after
she's not
them.
interested in chasing.
No, I mean, unless it startles her and one runs right across, then she'll
Mm.
go for it. But generally,
Yeah, Raymond wants to chase everything,
oh
reacts
man,
to every squirrel. They're all over.
there's this guy that's just a couple blocks down from me, and I believe he hand feeds squirrels
Oh, okay.
as just. But he does it on his porch. He's
Mhm.
hand feeding these squirrels. So that short block when we go down, the squirrels don't care that we're coming down the street. Like they don't move from humans or dogs.
Mm.
And I'm just like, man, one of these days this dog is just gonna grab one of these guys because they don't they don't fear people.
Mhm.
Because
Which
that
is
guy's
bad
out
for
there.
them.
Yeah. Must be cool to hand feed a squirrel though.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Right?
very cute.
Yeah, very cute. It is weird that we'd never really domesticated squirrels. And I have a couple squirrels in the house.
Well, I mean, we kinda I don't know if we right word is domesticated rabbits, but, people
We
kept
do have
them to
rabbits, yeah.
eat
Mm,
and, and other livestock. We domesticated a lot of the animals we domesticated was to eat them
yeah.
or to use their milk. And then with horses, it was like, oh, they're going to work for us. They're going to take us places.
Yeah, get to work.
Yeah.
There's a Italian food store in New Jersey called Livoti's.
Hmm.
They have a couple locations. I was there a couple weeks ago. It was so disgusting. And I know we accept what we eat as normal and what we don't eat as abnormal.
Right.
They had a like skinned rabbit, full rabbit
Mm.
for sale to
Mhm.
cook. Oh, that was so weird looking.
Yeah. Yeah. My Italian relatives growing up, they had rabbit all the
That
time.
was the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess because it's so small, you make the whole thing.
Yeah. And yeah, whatever. Stew or whatever. I mean,
Yeah, I don't like that.
it's probably good
Mhm.
tasting, I would imagine,
Yeah.
but I never really have tried it
Yeah, me neither, and I'm not gonna.
knowingly.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try it either.
And venison is another one.
Yeah,
Like, I know I've had, like, venison chili, but it's chili, so it's like
there's
you
a
really
lot going
can't.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I would try elk.
I think I've had elk burger,
Yeah,
bison burger for
bison I
sure.
had when I was in Montana.
I may have even had ostrich,
Mhm.
but nothing that was, like, really super gamey.
Yeah.
I've heard venison is a little gamey. For me, lamb, I'm not a big lamb person.
Yeah, I've never really I think I've had it
Uh,
once or twice.
yeah, and mutton would be even
Ugh, mutton chops.
a further off the table for me.
Yeah. All right, Eddie, let's do the warm-up program. I did that
Alrighty.
with Peter Schwartz of all
You
people.
did,
Wow.
and you made it through.
I made it through.
Yeah, tomorrow is gonna be another day.
Tomorrow is another Peter Schwartz day and
Yeah.
another Eddie Schizzeri on the Postgame
Yes,
podcast.
you're gonna have to maybe come up with some other things besides the national championship game.
Yes, oh, for sure. I'll be looking for stuff.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that tomorrow. Until then,
So
so